Hello my dear students, I hope you all are very fine and doing a lot of hard work for class test 4. In the previous video we had revised chapter 9 which is coming in class test 4, and today we are going to revise chapter 11. So I hope this video will be helpful in your revision and you will achieve the good marks. Without wasting time, let's start our video. In this chapter, we had discussed a lot of things about the solar system, and in the solar system, what is present in the middle of that? Our sun. The sun is one and only source of light and heat in our solar system, and around the sun only all the heavenly bodies are revolving. So sun is very important for our existence of life on the earth also. Okay, if the sun will not be there, so on the earth no life will be there. Why? Because plant could not make their food and we are depending on the plant, so we will also die. Not only for the earth but for all the planets, the sun is only the source of energy. Okay, so around sun what are revolving? All the heavenly bodies are revolving, including 8 planets. Okay, 8 planets are revolving around the sun in its fixed path, which is known as orbit, and along these planets the many other heavenly bodies are also revolving, like comets, asteroid, meteoroid, stars, and a lot of things, and they all are revolving around the sun. Okay, so there are the 8 planets around the sun. So on the basis of their place and the number of orbit and the distance between the sun and the planets, they have been categorized into 2 categories. The first 4 is known as inner planet and the last 4 is known as outer planet. The inner planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars, and these all are having the solid surfaces. Yes, these all are having the solid surfaces and they are having the properties, okay, different property which is only due to the presence of near to the sun. Okay, that you will study in the further classes. The outer planets are made up of the gases. Yes, their surface is not the solid. The surface of inner planet is the solid, but the surface of outer planets are not solid. Okay, and they are very cold. Now, not only the planets but a lot of stars are also present in our solar system, and these make our sky beautiful in the night also. Okay, so they all are grouped together and you can see the different color of the stars are also there. Why? Because some stars are new, some stars are very old, so depending on their age the color of the stars are also changing. Why? Because the different type of gases are reacting in the center of the stars, and that is giving the different color. So if you will observe, these stars are grouped together, which are known as galaxy. Actually the group of stars, gases, dust and all the things together make the galaxy, and we are living in the Milky Way galaxy. So not only the Milky Way galaxy is present in the solar system, but a lot of galaxies are present, and among all those galaxies, our galaxy is Milky Way, where our solar system is there. So our solar system is only the small part of the galaxy, but some of the stars are grouped together and they are forming this specific shape. If you will observe these stars very nicely, so some of the stars are present in the form of animals, some stars are grouped together and they look like the warrior, and some are the different insects and so on. So on the basis of their shape in which they all are grouped together, the different name is given. So what do we call these type of stars? If the stars are grouped together and they are forming this specific shape, we call them constellation. So constellations are the group of the stars which is having the specific shape. Okay, and these were very useful in the ancient time. Why? Because in the past there were no clock, so people used to navigate from one place to another place with the help of these stars only, they were finding in which direction they have to go and in which direction they all are. Okay, these all stars were very very important. So these stars helped them in navigation also. Now also these stars are very very useful if we are going from one place to another place and we are sometime trapped in some of the situation. That time we can find our way with the help of these stars. Now you must have seen in the night the circular heavenly body which look very beautiful, and every day they are changing, it is changing its shape. What is it? It is moon, which is the natural satellite of the earth. So what is satellite? First of all, what is the definition of satellite? Satellites are the heavenly bodies that are revolving around the planet. Yes, not around the sun. Here you will write around the planet, and not only the earth but all the other planets are also having the moon. Now earth is having one moon, so other planets are having the different number of moon. Like Mars are having 2 moon and Jupiter are having 67 moons, like that. This table has been given on the page number 92. Okay, there the different number of moon has been given for different planets, and that is very very important. A lot of question can be arised from that table, like how many moons are there with the Jupiter, which one is the coldest planet, and which planet is not having any natural satellite. Okay, why the Jupiter is having the red storm on the surface, like this. So all these things has been categorized into the different heading on in the table which is given on page number 92. You all will go through with that table. Okay, so these are the natural satellites, but there are the artificial satellite also that is revolving around our earth. Now how these natural satellites and artificial satellites are different? Moon is the natural satellite which has been made naturally. Okay, but we are sending the artificial satellite which also keep on revolving around the earth, and they are sending us the different type of information which is helping us to make our work easier. Now we all are talking with the phone, and we all are using the Zoom classes now. Why? Because we are able to use the internet. How we are able to use the internet? With the help of satellites also. Okay, so satellites are very very important, and we are calling that satellite. Why? Because it also keep on revolving around the earth. That is only the reason why we used to call them satellites. So this is all about the satellites. Okay, now we are living on the surface of the earth, but there are multiple of layers in the earth. Most of the students are very confused. They are living on the earth, inside the earth, or outside the earth, or inside the earth is there empty or something is filled. So there I have told you in this chapter there are the 3 layers in the earth surface. Okay, the outermost layer is solid, where we are living. Whatever is present, whatever is seen, you are seeing river, mountain, forest, land, and the different thing, that all things are present on the outermost layer of the earth, which is solid, that is crust. So outermost layer where we are living is crust. Okay, now downside of the crust is mantle, and now here please be attentive, write the correct spelling of the mantle. Every student, many of the students are writing M-E-N-T-L-E, but here M-A-N-T-L-E will be there. So this is the second layer, which is the rich source of metal and minerals. Okay, a lot of rocks are also found in this layer. Third most layer is core. This core is divided into 2 parts, the outer core and inner core. Outer core is present in the liquid state, and inner core is solid. Actually this is the rich source of the iron, but the outer core is having liquid iron, and the inside inner core is having solid iron. So molten rocks are present in the outer core. Okay, so when these molten rock are collected inside the earth and they are feeling so much pressure. That means that pressure could not be bear by the earth. Then those molten rock used to erupt through the crust. They come out of the surface and they are known as volcano. So magma is coming out through the earth crust, and that time we are calling them volcano. From the volcano, when the lava is coming out, after coming out from the surface of the earth, it is known as lava. Okay, don't be confused. Magma is the molten rock which is present inside the earth, and lava is the molten rock which is present outside of the earth when the volcano get erupted. Okay, now you all are knowing there are the three types of the volcano. First is active, second is dormant, and third is extinct volcano. Okay, so you have to learn only the name, not the definition or the meaning of this thing. Okay, I have already explained, but only learn these three types of the volcano. The last and the most important topic of this chapter is the movement of the earth. Our earth does not look it is revolving or rotating, because all the things are keep on rotating with us. Wherever we are going, those all things are keep on revolving or rotating with us. That's why we don't feel whether we are revolving, we are showing any movement, we are rotating with the earth or not. This is the reason. But every time the earth is keep on rotating, at the same time it is revolving also. So there are the two types of the movement of the earth. First is rotation and second is revolution. Rotation is the movement which is happening on its own axis at the same place. Now it is assumed the earth is rotating in its own place. Now in this movement it is not changing the place, it is only rotating. And in which direction? From west direction to east direction. Now here let me remind you, the two planets are there which is rotating opposite of the earth, that is Venus and Uranus. They all are rotating in a clockwise direction, whereas the other six including earth is rotating anti-clockwise, that is west to east. Now it is rotating from west direction to east direction, and this is the reason why we are having day and night. Whenever the earth is facing the sun and the sunlight is falling on the surface of whatever surface of the earth, that have the day and the other part will have night. Okay, now after some time, as it is keep on rotating, so the day part will slowly come back of the sun and the back of the part of the earth will come in front of the sun. Okay, and the day and night will interchange between that parts. Okay, and how much time is taken by the earth to complete one rotation? It is 24 hours, okay, which is equal to 1 day. So this is all about the rotation. Now revolution is the second type of the movement, and this is the movement around the sun. Okay, in this movement the earth keep on changing its place at one place to another place, and this is the reason why sometimes it is receiving the very direct sun rays and sometimes it is receiving the slanting sun rays. And this is why after each 3 to 4 months we are having the different season. Okay, so revolution is the movement in which earth keep on revolving around the sun in its fixed path called orbit. Now in the summer what happened? Different hemisphere is there. First of all, let me remind you, there are the two hemisphere, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. If the northern hemisphere will come in front of the sun, it will receive the direct sun rays. Okay, and that northern hemisphere will have summer. At the same time, southern hemisphere will have winter. Why? Because that is not getting the direct sun rays. Now it is the winter season now, so northern hemisphere will be away from the sun. Now we are feeling very much cold in December. Why? Because we are living in northern hemisphere and northern hemisphere is away from the sun now. okay, and we are not getting the direct sun rays, and that's why we are feeling very cold. Now at the same time, the southern hemisphere is having summer season also. It is interesting. So this is happening due to the revolution, because at each and every time the place of the earth is changing in its orbit, and the different type of sun rays are received by the earth, and it is taken 365 1/4 days to complete one revolution. It is equal to one solar year or 1 year. We can also say 1 year is the time period to complete one revolution. We can also say 365 days and 6 hours is taken to complete one revolution.